Let's go off piste, see what it does. So I've ignored it, I've gone my own way, rerouting, that's good. So it reroutes on point to point, no issues. Still got the speed limit wrong though, this is a 20. Never mind. So what has it got now? Now it knows this is a 20 and it's showing it as I go up to 20. It goes red, look, and then it starts to go circle round again if I go beyond it. Once it goes red, you have achieved the speed limit. Press that. Tells you how long you've been riding, which I don't think is right because I paused it. Can have it as a speedo. Quite good. Presumably using the phone GPS. Not sure what that is. I think that's how far I've ridden today, and the time, battery, ride menu, back to the GPS window. So good morning, Codger Biker here. Look at that. It's my Beeline Moto 2 mounted between the clocks on my Interceptor 650. I think it looks quite good. I bought the metal version. Oh, go left in 150 yards or meters. I've actually got it set up for miles an hour, but meters for distance. Miles and meters. Look about that for a mix. Well, that's what I prefer. It's quite a nice option. Now, the thing about this device, it's basically just a extension screen for the app on your phone, so that you don't have to have your phone on the handlebars out exposed to the weather and everything. And I've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on my NT1100, so I'm quite used to using the display. Obviously this is much less featured, but in some ways quite nice. Suits the clocks. At the moment it's mounted a bit high because I had to sort of adapt a mount that was designed for the Beeline Moto 1. So I've managed to get it to fit. It's not a fault of the mount. The mount was designed for the Moto 1. I bought it knowing it was for the Moto 1 and just thought maybe I could adapt it, and I have managed to adapt it in my own inimitable way. It's not a how-to this, but I'll just show you how I adapted it and how I fitted the mount. Be nice if it was just a little bit lower so it was in line with the clocks, but maybe there'll be a newer version eventually of the mount and I can swap it for that. But at the moment I'm happy with this. I love the way where it's placed. It's right where you're looking. You only have to glance down. I mean, you don't need to move your head, just look ahead and you can glance down. I mean, I'm always moving my eyes around anyway, but it's very good. So at the moment it's telling me carry straight on and that the speed limit is 40 miles an hour. The one thing I've noticed so far is that the speed limit's okay, but it seems to not know some of the 20 miles an hour. It's saying they're 30, so it could be a bit awkward if you don't know the roads. But again, it should be no substitute for looking at road signs. I mean, look, this is 30 here. Let's see what happens. 40, will it change? Yeah, so it changed to 30. So for me, that's just a little extra if I'm in a place that I don't know. Stay below what it says and just hope that it's accurate. Now, whatever I say today about this device, it's probably going to be out of date pretty quick, because I think they update the app on the phone regularly. This was a crowdfunding job originally. I think it's now fully commercial, but they do take feedback from owners, I believe, and then they update the software, get rid of glitches and things, so it's ever evolving. From what I can see, there are 3 modes to use it. You can import GPX files, which seems to work okay. I don't know how they work in reality. I believe in early versions, if you missed a waypoint on a GPX file, it would take you back to it endlessly. It wouldn't go on. I don't know whether they've corrected that in the newer versions. So it's on the bike. I think it looks great. Here's an explanation from Dr. J, who bought his first. In fact, I was going to test this with Dr. J by giving him an address he didn't know and seeing if he could ride to it, but he's not keen, I don't think, so much so he's left the country. Hello John, what have you got now?
Latest toy is Beeline Moto 2.
2?
Yeah.
Not a 1, it's a 2. So
I don't think you switch it on.
You have to use your phone, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You
set the routes and then it...
I can't switch it on. It's probably got no power in it.
It's a good start, it's probably flat.
Oh, hang on.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
It's because I'm pressing the wrong button.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that. Yes.
See, look at
now, I'm really interested in this because it's genuinely something I've been watching for a while. So I'm doing it myself. So I've set this up to a place I haven't been for about 4 years. I'm not 100% certain how to get there. I know how to get to the vicinity of it, but I don't know the exact road when I get there, so this should hopefully guide me to it. I have gone off-piste on purpose to see if it rerouted, and it rerouted fine. So I intend to use this as an A to B mode. You can plan routes on the app. As I say, I'm not intending to do that. The way I use these is if I'm going somewhere to explore, I just pick one place, go out and ride around as much as I feel like it, and then hit the home button. So it appears it's quite happy doing that. Oh, by the way, there is a subscription version of the app, which is I think $4.99 a month, something like that, which I think will do live updates, and it includes voice instructions. Now, I never use voice instructions on any sat nav because I don't like being told what to do. That's Dr. J. So I'm not bothered about that, but the live updates could be quite useful. I know on my Android Auto on the NT1100, if a road's closed, I get a warning of it, which is I still ignore it, but it's a good thing to have. I do think if I didn't know about fading in, filtering in from the left onto this road, and I just followed that, I would have carried straight on along that slip road. So something to be aware of, I suppose. Presumably it would have just taken me around the roundabout there and back onto this road. Probably later on we'll try putting a route into it and seeing what happens. But for today it's just an A to B ride. I'm going to a place I haven't been for a long time. The last time I was there, I accidentally buzzed a erotic film shoot. Chance of that happening again. It's very odd. So continue for 1.9 miles. When that light flashes, it's supposed to beep as well. Obviously I can't hear it above the bike, and you can turn that off. You don't have to have it on. There's quite a few options in the settings menu. By the way, I really love this Interceptor. Such a fun bike to ride. Easily keeps up with traffic. And although it's not a light bike, it's light at the top, or its centre of gravity is quite low for its size, so it's very easy to ride, move about once you're going. Okay, 210, it's giving me a left, so I'm going down here, 100 yards, 100 metres, so there we go. Flashing like a billy-o. Now where do I go? follow round to the left in 170. Okay, that's right. Roundabouts, first exit. You really do have to look at that because it looks like I'm going straight over there. It's flashing. I got you. I'm indicating left, first exit. I'm trusting you. Let's see where we end up. Now what? Oh, down here, then a oxbow left. It's saying it's a roundabout, first exit again. Let's see if it's right. Yeah, look, there's a roundabout. It's telling me it's 30. I hope it is. Looking round, feels like a 20, but luckily it's not too busy. So, first exit here. Okay. Right, go down here. Now what? 170 yards, go left. Meters, sorry. Is that where that car's going? Yes, it is. So left down here. You do have to scrutinise it. I suppose I'll get used to it. It's mildly distracting, but no more so than, oh, 90 metres, go right. Okay, 90 metres, there's a right, let's go up there. Yeah, this looks right, or rather this looks correct to me. Castle Road, yes, so it's worked. I really didn't know that twisty bit there with the roundabouts. So 30 metres, go left. Okay, and I would have gone straight down there if I hadn't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know where I am now. So takes a little bit of getting used to and can be mildly distracting when you're in traffic. I missed a green light there looking at it, but I suppose that's the same for any sat nav. But I've arrived where I wanted to go, which is the castle on Holton Hill. Why is it called the castle, you might ask? Well, let's see, shall we? I was going to show you the view, but look, all we got is fog, and this is an old Holton Castle. So I think it's Norman, the remains of it, and I think the access is via the pub, which is very clever. I will have to come back one day when the pub's open and have a look inside. I've forgotten all about this place. I presume the pub is open. I know it's up for sale for a time. So that the actual pub part is built into the remnants of the castle, and you normally have a glorious view over the two bridges over the Mersey, but as I say, it's foggy today. Okay, so just out of interest, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in a route that I downloaded from my TomTom. Cancel that. And saved routes. This was from my TomTom. I recorded a ride, so I'm going to see if it will get me back onto the main road to follow that route, or whether it will try and take me home to the start of it. In other words, you know, can it adapt? If it can adapt, at the moment it's not giving me anything. Like, it's just saying 4 miles on there, 4.4 miles. If it could adapt, it should take me down that road there and pick up the route as such. I'm fine, yeah, Tar. You alright? Nice of him. Just seeing if I've broken down. See, bikers looking after each other. So it should take me down here, look, to the right, but it isn't doing. It's just in limbo. So because I'm not at the start of the ride, it doesn't know what to do. So I would say, from the point of view of using a GPX file or a pre-planned route, if you go off piste, it's not happy, look. So as I know where I am, I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. We'll see if it picks up. What it should do is I should go down to the bottom of this road, turn left, join the main road, and that should take me back onto that route. But I think what it's doing is it wants me to go back to the start of that route. It doesn't have the adaptability at the moment to cope. Where a fully featured sat-nav or Google Maps, or although Google Maps, they can't put a GPX file in, would know that I'm not at the start of the route and would take me to the nearest point, but it's just not doing that. Now maybe there's something I've missed in the app, in which case sure somebody will tell me, but I don't think so. Because I know that the routes that I've planned into it goes past the road down here on the left. So if I go down there sort of half a mile, I rejoin the route, but it's not doing that. It's just showing me some dots and 3.6 miles with no directions. I presume that's the direction, like a compass direction back to the start of where that route should be. In other words, if I follow that dotted line direction, I'll get to the start. I would just turn around, look, it doesn't like it. So the GPX files anyway, it seems to be a little bit inflexible. I found that with third-party apps on my Android Auto as well. They don't seem to be as universal GPX files as you'd hope, and also the implementation on different systems doesn't seem to be equivalent. So yeah, so for me, I'm going to say it's a success, 90% success, because it will do what I want, which is get me from point A to point B. It will reroute if I go off course, which is what I like to do. Who doesn't if you're riding a bike out in the countryside? But I can use it to get me home. So I hope that was of some use. More than anything, I think it looks fantastic on the 650 Interceptor. Morning. I just think it looks great. It fits in. The metal one in particular suits the look of the bike. It's not cluttered, and I'm very happy with it.